now time to head out and go sightseeing in Redondo Beach. We're going to maybe rent some bikes, use that as our mode of transportation.
Yes.
See some art, see some whatever's whatever's here. You know me, I love history, so if we can find some of that, I'd be really stoked. But yeah, let's go out there. It's a little bit breezy today, but like a nice sea breeze.
Yeah, so that's why I think we might not do kayaking today.
Yeah, we'll probably save that for tomorrow morning before the wind comes up. It'll be like the first thing we do. But let's head out into Redondo Beach. Through the Sonesta lobby we go. I just now noticed that there's wine bottles as a sculpture in there, all lit up. That's really cool. Took me a minute to notice that. So the bike rental's really close. It's like, it's just up the street. Just left the Sonesta. It's right here in the corner, and the bike rental is literally right there. Catty corner, as they say. Here is Marina Bike Rentals, and this is what they offer. We're gonna do the 30 bucks a day deal, I think, for a 3-speed cruiser. I believe that's what we're gonna get. They've got a really cool sign on the side. It looks like a vintage sign here. City of Redondo Beach. That's classic. What a good get that is. It says stop, only one person on the deck, so I'm gonna stay down here. Katie qualifies as a person. Well,
I am queen of the deck.
Oh boy, easy, easy, easy. And I think we're just gonna do day rentals because we don't want to have to rush. 30 bucks for the day, each bike. And we chose the hybrids with more speeds because we're going uphill.
Yeah, it's gonna suck.
These were 36 for the day as opposed to 30 for the beach cruiser. Yeah, it's kind of like a mountain bike cruiser hybrid because you've got the different bars.
And they're really nice. They give you directions too, like. We were saying we want to try to get to the museum. Yeah. Especially before it closes. We have about 20 minutes to get there. They were very helpful here at Marina Bike Rentals. We highly recommend it. And we also got a lock so we can lock it up. Yep. But beware of locking your bike up down by the pier. And beware of hitchhiking ghosts. This is true. All right, we're off. Following Katie's lead, which is probably not a good idea. It's a great idea. What do you think? Oh boy. We're headed up that hill. It's probably hard to tell by this wide angle that hill's steep, but it is steep. All right, look at these banyan trees that we were told about. Aren't those unbelievable? Look at the blooms on those. And so adjacent to this park where these banyan trees are, there is the Murals house. Looks like they're doing some work to the outside. I hope they're open. They got some scaffolding up. Check out the old street lamps too. How cool is that? There's a few houses here, so maybe it's comprised of a couple. Oh yeah, so I was right. So this building, this home houses the museum right here. The City of Redondo Beach Historical Museum. Oh, it's closed because of the coronavirus. Bummer. City of Redondo Beach Historical Museum at 302 Flagler. Unfortunately, it is closed due to what I call the situation. But you can kind of see inside there a little bit. Wow, someday we will have to come back and get inside there. And this whole area is called the Heritage Court, City of Redondo Beach, where they have these old structures and this museum. All right, riding away from the old museum. Too bad we couldn't go inside, but hey, next time. Next time. All right, now we are headed to go check out some murals. We saw these on the way in on the side of the road. They're kind of on the power plant wall. There's the Redondo Beach King Harbor sign I've been looking for. It was up here on the hill. I'd seen pictures of it, but there it is. Okay, we're back down to the kind of the sea level. We're on the border of Hermosa Beach and Redondo Beach at Redondo Street, I believe it's called. Yeah, I think that's what it's called. And behind us is the Redondo power plant. The owner, there was a new owner, and he wanted to kind of start like an art renaissance and have some murals commissioned for the outside of his walls on this street to bring some, you know, some life and some culture to the walls that are normally just kind of bleak and blank, right? Yeah. So he had hired a guy named Jason Ostro from Gaba Gallery up in Los Angeles, who I know of. A lot of my friends have done work for Gaba Gallery and done some murals in some curated alleys up in Los Angeles. So I know of Jason Ostro. I've never met him, but he does a lot of good work in those areas. So he and a person named Shlomi, who you might see both of their artworks when we go check this stuff out, curated these walls. And I have a feeling I'm going to see a lot of people I know, because Jason usually uses a lot of good artists in his curating. So basically, yeah, it's a community project, and it was kind of done as a test run, and I think it's successful as far as, you know, I can see from afar. We drove by this on the way in, but we're going to take a closer look at all the art, break it down a little bit, tell you what I know, and just enjoy some local art courtesy of the power plant and their little program. So let's go check it out. This is the first one that we came to. You are enough. That's pretty cool. It's a good message. At self.enough. That's a good one. We saw that coming in, and there's a bunch more as you go down the hill here. Katie is up there ahead, but all these spots are probably available, I would assume. They're numbered. Nice community art project. I would love to get involved in that. I'd love to submit. I wonder if they're still open for submissions. Who knows? Hello, ma'am.
Hello.
Just hanging out?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it looks like there's some more down here. Oh, no way. Okay, this is cool because this is actually a friend of mine from LA, Phobik, Phobik. I'll put his Instagram on the lower frame there. He's doing these really cool kind of these old school like cartoon cats with these, like, they're almost like 3D glasses, I call them.
Yeah.
But he's doing these like little color strips on them. They're very cool. It's a great series he's been doing. So right on, Phobik. Here's a throwback. This is like an homage to the old Town and Country surf designs. Little different, but it's pretty much that same vibe. I like the little seagulls too.
I like the little jellyfish.
Oh yeah, the jellyfish. And this is nice. Chloe Hakakian, hashtag #CloArt, at Chloe Hakakian. Yeah, it's a good mural.
I like her eyeshadow.
Yeah, she did a good job with that. Yeah, really good detail on the eyelashes. Probably using a stencil cap for that. Or maybe a stencil itself, because it's a little bit faded. No, she probably stencil capped it. It's a certain type of aerosol cap that, like, you use the top of the actual spray paint, the cap, and you put a hole in it and you shoot the paint through it, a tinier hole, as like a stencil. I know it doesn't make a lot of sense with me describing it, but I think that's a stencil cap. All right, Serena in the Sky has produced this beautiful piece right here. Looks like a combination of spray paint and then a lot of brush work as well, but you can see kind of the spray paint where the highlights are.
Oh yeah, and look at, there's glitter.
And she put some glitter in there. That's really cool.
But it almost looks like sand from far back.
Yeah.
If I didn't know that
See,
that was
more
glitter.
spray paint here in the little highlight.
Wow. I couldn't tell.
But yeah, combination of mediums there. That's nice. The cool thing is you can just kind of stroll along here and check these out.
Yeah, this is awesome.
There's a couple benches every once in a while so you can rest, but well worth, you know, great photo ops that you could, you know, get at all these, and, you know, just taking a look at some of the modern street graffiti styles blending, you know.
Yeah, I love it.
Okay, we're looking at Shlomi Art, one of the curators here. I see MTLE up there as well, but this is nice. This is, I like the eyeball. It reminds me of Vile from LA a little bit.
These colors are like so beautiful.
Really good colors. I like the balance, like the symmetry of the initial design in the center, and it's also a combination of spray paint and brush and stencil.
Yeah.
You can see all this work up here is stenciled in nicely. A couple different stencil designs overlapping.
And all these stripes are actually the original wall.
Yeah, they taped over the original wall to save the original surface, which is a really cool idea. Good eye, Katie. Another stencil design with the dots there. That's nice. Shlomi Art. I like it. Okay, it's a little bit shaded on the right side, but this is a really nice piece from what looks to be Say Yes. I like the moon, and then you've got a dolphin, which is made up of like parts of a wave. Like it almost looks like a wave itself.
Which I didn't realize it was until we like sat here and looked for a minute. I was like, did you realize that's a dolphin?
I did right away,
I did not.
But it's interesting how people's minds work. That's,
yeah,
you know, totally everybody's a little different. Some people see negative space, some people don't. But yeah, again, use of stencils for some of those dots right there, and then some freehanding with the spray paint on that portion of those big colors. This is really cool. At the Friendship Foundation, a white heart with some embellishments in the middle, but the background is really interesting because it's all kind of blues. That light blue really pops, and the dark green contrast. It's all very subtle, but a lot of cool little elements back there. It gives it some dimension. That's nice. And then the simple heart design in the foreground. Hashtag create, love, repeat. Good message. All right, Bobby Moore produced this piece of art. We're really digging it. I think so far it's Katie's favorite.
Yeah.
It's the trusty old pelican. His beak can hold more than his belly can.
We say that all the time.
We say that all the time. He's got his fishing waders on.
Oh, look at that.
And he's caught this big fish. He's very happy about it. And they are fishermen. Yeah. We saw one dive into the water yesterday when we were on the pier.
And we missed it on camera.
Yeah, but look, he's got human hands. Mr. Pelican does. And look at these water bubbles are done really well. Really well.
I love the background color.
Great background color, like a teal. This is all spray paint with the use of some stenciling as well, like the fish scales. Looks like he used something for that. But other than that, it's all free-handed. You know, just a couple of stencils, like his suspenders have a little stencil work on there. And then using a stencil cap, spray paint tip. But really well done, Bobby Moore. Love it. I think Katie's calling that the catch of the day right there. Making our way down. We're about halfway down this art walk, as I'm calling it. All right, I'm a fan of this guy. I met him one time in Silver Lake years ago. Gondek Draws. Gondek does some really cool stuff. It's a Marge Simpson, a little modified and demonic.
She's a zombie.
Yeah, she is the zombie Marge. But Gondek, he always does really kind of stunning cartoony stuff, and it's always really vibrant, like this is. He's really cool. All right, here's another guy I'm a big fan of over the years. I've never met Tiki J, but Tiki J1, CBS, and WAI crews. Sweet Home Redondo with a little beach shack, and then the Tiki God on the beach with the cool skinny palm tree.
I love the clouds.
Tiki J is really good. This is all freehand spray paint, you guys.
Oh wow, that's like what you do.
Yeah.
It is good.
Really good though. Just really good sense of you know, composition and just the style. Like those palm trees are so cool and the little clouds. And
I don't think people know how hard that is to do just freehand.
it just takes some technique, but if you look, all these little lines are all freehand spray paint.
That's insane.
Like look at that window there, you know. CBS and WAI, both those crews, very prolific in Los Angeles, and CBS is almost worldwide now. They're big time. I know a lot of guys from that crew up in LA, but it's really cool to see their artwork, you know, gracing the walls down here in Redondo Beach. I love it. Okay, so here's Jason Ostro's piece, one of the curators of this project. He's known for doing these patterns that you see here with all the lines, and a lot of times you see him with different colors. This one, he's chosen a red palette because, you know, the heart is the centerpiece of this piece, and the arrows pointing to it. Pretty much, you know, love is all we need, and that's kind of the message I'm getting out of it. Look to your heart. It's everything. So it's a great piece. I love the red tones, and all freehand spray paint from Jason Ostro. Okay, I've heard of this guy. Never met him, but Jimmy Paints. I've seen his smiley face patterns before. They look familiar. Nice collaging, nice balance of color, and the drips are just slamming. Really cool. So it looks like I don't know if he's using a stencil for his circles. It might be, and then obviously a stencil for the faces, and then he applies the overpaints the colors and lets them drip, which is really cool. Love the drips.
Almost looks like balloons.
It does look like balloons, yeah. Great choice of colors from Jimmy Paints. Your shoes have a lot of those colors in them, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, the colors are actually they're actually happy colors.
That's true.
Kind of like the actual symbol of it is smiley faces, so it's
yeah,
like happy colors, happy faces.
Happy feet.
Yeah, these are my Hokas.
Hokas are happy.
They are.
Okay, this one is unsigned, so I'm not sure who this is, but really well done. I love the pink background and the 3D situation happening. Looks like all freehand spray paint for the shark, and maybe some tape lines for some of these background lines. Probably tape those off and probably tape that line off, but still mainly freehand this great white shark.
I really like the blue stripes, and then I really like the contrast with the pink. How the pink's all spread out, and then the blue lines are really like,
yeah,
you know, straight and perfect, and just
Yeah.
It's really perfect. It's got a good color contrast.
Yeah, and how he streaked them out on the edge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So awesome.
All right, the last one on the hit list here. This is Clinton Bop, an amazing artist, at Clinton Bop on Instagram. Just amazing. This dude always kills it. I mean, look at this detail. So you've got spray paint, you've got brush work, just always so detailed, you know, so good. I mean, look at this bee. Nice work, Clinton. It's cool how it really fits the ocean situation with all the sea creatures and everything. Clinton is all about detail, and you see that in his work, and he's got murals all over the place. So good work, Clinton. Okay, we made it back over to the power plant, Redondo Beach AES, the place that houses all the murals, and our buddy over at the bike rental place told us, you got to come check this out. This marker, and I'm into this kind of stuff, locates the site near which the Indians in the early days and the early California settlers came to obtain their salt, which at many times is more valuable than gold. And this is presented by the Terra del Rey Parlor, 300 Native Daughters of the Golden West, March 27, 1955.
Wow, that's like Disneyland.
That's a good year. Wow. So yeah, this entire site was all salt marshes back in the day. You know, they were doing a lot of fishing and harvesting of all sorts of things, but salt being one of those things. But that's pretty cool, because I did read, when I was reading up on Redondo Beach, that this whole area was a natural marsh, salt marsh area.
Wow.
Now housing a big power plant, but what are you going to do? Progress.
At least they painted the outside of it.
They did. And at least they're honoring that situation. Pretty cool. All right, flying by the power plant. We're making our way back over towards the pier because there's a few other spots we wanted to check out. See if we can get there in time. We got to return these bikes at like 6 o'clock, and it's a little after 5, so we're gonna hustle. So that was like the first mural project for the power plant, the big Wyland piece that I was told was touched up one time, and it's already fading again. We need Wyland to come back and touch up his beautiful whale murals. He's got those all over the world. He even had a really cool TV show where he kind of walked you through paintings and talked about how he was doing stuff, kind of like Bob Ross, but a little different. I mean, when you think about the scale of that mural, that is a daunting task. I have issues with like a 40-foot wall. This guy's doing like giant mural, and I can see the name up there and his date. I think it says 91 when he first did that, or 94, it's hard to tell, but that's crazy. I wouldn't even know where to start. Okay, so we are looking at the Redondo Beach Historical Library. Very old building, and that giant tree that you see next to it, that fig tree.
It's actually a historical landmark now.
Yeah, it's the Moreton Bay fig tree, right?
Yeah, Moreton Bay fig tree.
Yeah, the Moreton Bay fig tree.
It's actually a registered landmark.
Registered landmark, yeah, it's big. All right, we're headed back. Time to get the bikes back. We got like 15 minutes. I think we can make it. Katie's on the move. Okay, bikes returned.
We did it.
Make sure, you guys, one last time, make sure to come over to Marina Bike Rentals. They will take care of you. They've got all the necessary biking situations, and it's proximity to everything fun.
Yeah, it's a good location for everywhere you want to go, plus the good bike path.
They're very helpful too. If you have any questions about where you're going, they'll tell you where things are. They're locals here. So thank you, Marina Bike Rentals. You guys are awesome. All right, another beautiful sunset from Redondo Beach. This time, this is literally from the Sonesta Hotel right out in front. Looking across. Pretty amazing. All right, we're back at the Harbor Bar and Bistro downstairs of the Sonesta. It's that old time.
The old dinner time, best life cheers.
Yeah, it's an oldie but a goodie.
We're tired from today.
Oh, it even dinged with the plastic. Did you hear that?
I have to say, we are both exhausted from that bike ride.
We did some mileage.
Yeah, I want to say we did. You know what? I should look on my phone and see how many miles we did.
Let's both take a guess before you look, though.
Okay.
I think we did maybe 4, somewhere around 4 miles. I should have worn sunscreen today. Okay, food has arrived, and I think as per restriction, we can only get to-go boxes of things.
Yeah.
So that's why it looks like this. The food's still really good. It's not has nothing to do with food. It's just that it comes in containers that make you feel like, you know. So we got carrots and hummus, and 2 chicken Caesar salads, and fruit plate for dessert, which looks amazing. Carrot. Oh, that's good hummus.
Right.
All right, well, that's going to wrap it up for today. We are tired. I think the bike ride wore us out.
It really did. It was exhausting.
But being out in the air all day was very nice, and learning a little bit about the city, seeing some of the art. It was fun.
That was fun. I think my favorite was seeing all the murals.
Yeah, the murals were really cool.
Big highlight today.
I hope they continue to do more of that kind of stuff.
With that being said, we are going to go get a good night's sleep. We have a lot more to do tomorrow.
Oh yeah, more to come from Redondo Beach, yeah.
Our last day in Redondo Beach is tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then we're heading back home.
We have plans for tomorrow, so you're going to want to stay tuned.
Yes.
They're good ones.
Yes. So if you enjoyed this video, let us know by giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to our channel.
That's right. And we will see you guys next time on Best Life and Beyond. Bye-bye, everybody.